All right. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Southside Riders. So, today we're gonna be reviewing and showing you the infotainment of BYD Sealion 6 2025. Yep. All right. To start off, so this is the startup screen of the infotainment. So, here's the panel cluster. Here's the infotainment. Here, here's the part. It's the mode. I choose normal, echo, sports, volume, up and down of the infotainment. Sorry for the sound of the aircon. Okay. And the mode for EV and HEV, so pure EV and the combination. Auto brake, skid, not sure, hazard, and auto aircon, on off aircon, and front fogger, defogger, sorry. Okay, so we go back to the infotainment. So it shows here the time. The PM is the particular particulate matter. So that's the air quality. So you see the inside is five. Maximum that should be is shouldn't go beyond 2.5. Then you'll see here if it is connected in the internet. Has GPS since this car has a SIM card and incline, right? So basically, what you'll see here is the navigation. Um, Usually, what is linked in terms of media. So in this case, I am connected to my Spotify, and then the right side is the radio. So the infotainment works is very similar to how a tablet works, the usual tablet, um, like a cell phone basically. So you have the home, you have the back, you have the what do you call this in the cell phones? I forgot where you bring up all the apps. This one brings up the portrait in the landscape mode. So if you press that, becomes portrait mode. This is how you see how it looks when it's on the portrait mode. And on the landscape mode, you can also control that via the um, steering wheel here. You can press that to rotate the infotainment. You have the pause and the power there. Not power, but basically turn off the screen. So the screen, you'll see the time. You can control. You can actually only control the strength of the fan, the vents here, and the temperature of the aircon, and how the fan is blown, whether from these vents or upper vents and lower vents of the car, right? Okay. Okay. So if you wanna go to the settings, you just press this car icon for settings. Boop. All right. So when you go to the settings, you will go to the system, right? And the first thing that you will see is the connection. Um, this is on the default mode. Cellular data is on because the GPS of the car uses this. You actually don't have to be connected to the internet, to your hotspot, or to any Wi-Fi to use the navigation as seen a while ago. Just show you here. You can use this even without internet. That's the navigation of the car. But if you want to use Spotify, you have to be connected or tethered with your phone or on an internet connection. Okay, going back. WLAN is a connection to the internet, whether it's your phone. Now I'm connected to my house internet. And then the personal hotspot, you can hotspot this, but basically not recommended because the SIM card data here is only for GPS and not for internet use. Bluetooth is on and connected device is on. Usually when you use this for if you want to use Android Auto or Auto what do you call this? Apple CarPlay, right? So this is the connection tab, and then the audio tab shows you the sound field balance. So this is how you want to feel how the sound will the speakers will be playing in your car. So there's the front, there's the rear, and you can customize, right? So usually I leave it in cabin. Equalizer, the usual equalizer, bass, mid, treble. Volume adjustment with speed. So when you are speeding up, some the highway or something, um, I put it in high so that the music will turn up high when I am speeding. Media volume, phone volume, voice volume, and broadcast volume. This is how the broadcast of the navigation and other warnings of the car is usually set up in the volume. Going to display. Okay, the display is the brightness, the screensaver. So that's when I press this one, the off display. So it shows the clock. Basically, there you'll see that here. So I'll show you again. There you go. All right. So going back, adaptive brightness. So when it turns dark, the screen also darkens a bit. The mode, here's the light mode, which I don't like. I like the dark mode. Auto, I think when it's the daytime, it's on the light mode, and when it's the nighttime, it's on the dark mode. Instrument brightness is put it on 100%. Version is the version of the app. So my infotainment version is, I think, the latest version. So I got this 2 weeks ago. So it's a 2025 model. Here the model is version 1.0.0. So I actually don't use this tab because it basically just shows you when to upgrade or where to upgrade. But normally, as advised, you go to your BYD dealership to upgrade this software, right? So for the apps, just click the apps. You'll see all your apps, so aircon, album, and the rest of the Android system here, etc., etc. Right? Storage, okay, storage space, how your apps are taking up the space. Security, display security. Disable auto start. Yep. So start up the karaoke, the browser, the ways, etc. So basically, I think this is just a save feature. So when you turn off the car, using these apps, when you start again, these apps will be starting again. All right. Going to more. So the more shows you the time. So I set it to automatic time, the 12-hour format. The language is English. Keyboard, Android keyboard. Units I use kilometer per liter, kilowatt hour. Temperature is Celsius, and PSI for the tire pressure. There. So changes when I click this. This is the one is there. They change HP and kilowatts. All right. HP horsepower. All right. And user agreement, BYD vehicles, privacy statement, radio, etc., etc. All right. So that's for the system um grouping. Now we go to the ADAS. Okay, so the ADAS contains all the assistant features of this car. So the first thing that you will see is the intelligent cruise control. So if you want to read it, I know it's in the manual, but basically ICC is the one who's controlling the cruise control and lane keeping. So when you activate this, when you go cruise controlling in the highway, it will be doing the cruise control and actually controlling the lane keeping mechanism of the car. So in terms of the steering wheel, this is the that function. Okay. Next is the driving assist. So as mentioned, this is actually connected to the ICC under intelligent control. The LSS is has three options: warning, prevention, and off. So lane departure. So when the lane lines or the lanes basically is visible, very visible. It has two um, option of controlling. One is that warning. You'll hear the sound when you are actually departing um, on that lane. Prevention, I haven't tried, but I think the steering will actually try to bring you back inside the lane. So I turn it off. I can usually, I normally put it in warning, and the alert mode is vibration and not sound, because the sound is kind of annoying. So I use the vibration. So you'll feel the vibration in the steering wheel when you are actually departing. That's why I turn it off first, right? So, but I'll try to bring it back to warning or off first. This feature is actually very useful. Traffic sign recognition, TSR. I turned off the speed limit control. So basically, the function of this one, if you're driving on a highway or any road that has speed limit, like basically you'll see 40, 60, 80, and 100 in the Philippine road. It will show up here in your cluster, and you have an option if you want to control your speed controlled by the car, or just really show you that you are overspeeding or underspeeding on that speed limit, right? So I turn it off. Sensitivity is zero. I think this one is used for the speed limit control, right? And high beam assist. So high beam assist help the driver to use high beam correctly. So when it's turned on to the auto, when the light outside, I think when it's very very dark, it will turn on. But as soon as there's a car, incoming car, it will turn off. Next tab is the active safety. Predictive collision warning. So this one I think is very very new to me at least. It can send audible and visible warnings on frontal collision. So basically, this normally activates when I'm in a traffic and motorcycles and near cars are actually um, going very near the car, whether on the side or on the back of the car. So I turned this on a moderate and um, not late, not early, and not off. So for basically for safety, right? Automatic emergency braking. So when you are actually moving and something is almost going to collide to you, this will be applied. So hopefully this won't be used because uh, I'm not sure, scared of this feature, but also thankful for it because you're actually more safer in a sense. So it's a great feature for this BYD. ESC off. Actually forgot what is ESC. Um, yeah, I think right. Not sure what it does. I'll just check. Hill descent, of course, if you're on the mountains, if you're going to Baguio, etc. and whatnot, and it's a long downhill. So basically, this will help you put off your feet off the brakes because the car doesn't have manual gearing, so this one will control that for you. And EPB, shift gears or press accelerator pedal to release the EPB. Yeah, so basically the EPB is this one, right? Parking assist, the reversing radar, and AVM there. So the AVM, I really love this. So you can use it, make it transparent. You can use it for 3D. There, you can see all everything on your side, front, back. You can also use it 2D. So that's the front. This is the back. This is my left from the side mirror, right side mirror, the full front panoramic, the back panoramic, and the bird's eye view, right? So on this 3D version, it's almost the same, back, front, and the side view. Yeah. Okay. So that's for the ADAS. So we go on now to energy. All right. So I think most of the people are actually asking for this, right? So this is since I just got this car 2 weeks ago. It's actually on the break-in period, and as per manual, the break-in period is up to 2,000 kilometers, and the recommendation of the manual or of the BYD is actually 50% of your total 2,000 kilometers should be HEV, and the 1,000 the other half is EV. So the way it works, this car works, is that as you see here in the cluster, when you are braking or slowing down, usually this needle here will go to the charge. So it will charge the battery. It will use the regenerative braking to charge the battery. But when it's in echo or you're just moving slowly, you're driving like 30 kilometers per hour or under, it will use EV mode, even if you are in HEV mode, right? So it will use up the battery, the SOC, state of charge of the battery. And I think when it goes somewhere faster than that, it will use the ICE or the internal combustion engine to help the load of the vehicle, and actually just to help the speed, and push the vehicle, right, for velocity and all. And especially on this line, it's power. That's where the ICE and the EV is actually working, right? So I changed this so that on my left it will be a sorry, I not change, but change the look. There's two looks here. Sorry, here. There you go. Okay, that's not working. Anyway, okay. So, how did I change that again? Oh, there. Okay. So, when you press this button, it actually has options here. How there. I changed it to classic. There's an option to make it fashion, so it's more mm, you say rectangular or something. But I like the classic circular odometer, and yeah, the classic design of the cars. So I use that. Anyway, going back. So infotainment. So again, I used standard for the generative braking. I tried the high one. It's actually your car slows down faster because it's using braking power to charge the battery as much as possible. So um, it slows down the car faster, and it slows down um, as soon as you take off your foot off the brakes. Oh, sorry, of the accelerator. So I don't like that. I use the standard for just normal driving. The SOC setting. So here. So for um the break-in period, normally people are recommending to put it on 70% and on save mode, meaning that how it works is that when the SOC here is below 70%, it will try to bring it back to 70%. And with that, since it's on a break-in period, it will use the internal combustion more to actually help the car accelerate. That's one. And help the state of charge of the battery to bring it up to 70%. Hence, HEV will be used more, right? Compared to pure EV, that it will just deplete the SOC and not um, the gasoline of the ICE or the internal combustion engine. Energy display mode, I used SOC. There's also an option of mileage. So as you can see here, you can see it's 52 kilometers or 56% of the battery is charged. As you can see it here, right? Range mode dynamic. I think this one is the 1,100 kilometers combination total range of BYD Sealion 6 by using the EV and the internal combustion engine. Right, so this is how you read this energy manager tab. Charging settings. So this one, I normally don't charge my car on a daily basis. So I actually just charge this once. After I got in my garage. So yeah, basically there's a timer. I think you can plug in the wall charger and it will charge on the time that you set here. Right. The charging port immobilizer system, so enable, meaning you cannot pull out the charger when you lock the using the remote of the car. So you have to unlock it for you to be able to pull out the charger of the car. So that's the immobilizer system. This charging setting, so I haven't tried the vehicle to load, to be honest. I that's yeah, so I think I have to check this if this is working. I haven't checked this yet. But yeah, it's still under warranty, but I think it's best to check this. So basically this is the 220 outlet that you can put in the charging port of the BYD, and you can actually plug in like an electric fan, coffee machine, and the likes. Consumption, so here it's actually low because we've been doing some test driving. 4.9 liter per 100, it's actually just around 20 kilometers per liter. Um, Previously, I think right around 5 days ago, this one is as low as 2.1, so roughly around 38 liters per kilometer. Sorry, 38 kilometers per kilometer. So it's very, very cost efficient. I say fuel efficient car, right? My total range right now is 261 kilometers, and the horsepower is here. Fuel consumption 14 liters. The charge of the vehicle to load, driving time 27 hours, average speed 9 kilometers per hour. So you can see because I am turning this car on because I've been checking and testing everything here. Hence the lower liter per 100 kilometers. Consumption curve. So you can see here what's your curve and fuel. Um, so on the right one is the liters, and the x axis is I think the length. Oh, sorry, the distance, the kilometer. You can also see the electricity. So yeah, here, and you can see both, right? So when you are, as you can see here, I think I used pure EV here. So the fuel consumption is down, and the EV actually started kicking up here, right? So right now it's here since I'm parked and doing this vlog. The fuel is down, so EV is just purely the one working. This time I think I was stuck in the traffic for about 1.5 hours. So it's more or less the EV is just the one working. Right. So this is for the energy grouping. Vehicle. Alright. So this one I've tried the comfortable steering assist mode. So there are two actually, comfortable and sport. Comfortable I really don't like because the steering becomes very 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 light. Almost nothing. You cannot feel the road. You cannot feel when you're steering it. That's why sport makes it better. I'm not sure if it's perfect, but perfect for me. Um, I love it compared to our BRV 2023. The brake assist mode comfortable makes it um, the braking softer, I guess, or deeper, which I don't like. That's why I turn it to sport, which makes it more um, easier and faster to react in terms of braking. I'm more um, attuned to that. Comfort parking, I am not sure what this do. To be honest, I have to check this. Lights, you can see the lights, the interior lights. Those are the lights. I actually selected the whole. The brightness is high. I pre-selected the color because I don't like a rainbow color one. So I turned off the dynamic ambient light. Dynamic meaning they change. See, which I don't like. They turn off, they turn on with different colors. Sucks for me. So I turned it off, adjusted it to one color. Rhythm actually follows the music beat. Daytime running lights is the lights from the front. So it does turn it on. Initially, when I got this one is on the 60 seconds or 1 minute. So when you turn off the car, even if it's locked and turned off, the running lights is actually on for 1 minute, which I think will drain your battery more or faster, but it's okay. So I turn it to 10 seconds only, even when you are going inside the car. Intelligent green light, not sure. I think that's the when you start the car. There's the light here that greets you, etc. Steer your rear view mirror, so auto fold. So that's the mirrors here. It will auto fold when you lock it. Greeting, auto wiper. Not sure why is it auto wiper and it's on a greeting tab. I just turn it on. Intelligent memory. So here, sport mode and save memory. So when you say it's in memory, so when you turn off the car and using the car, or when you're using the car in the sport mode and you turn it off, when you use it again on the following usage, it will stay on the sport mode. If this is off, I think it will just go back to normal mode here. It's a normal mode. So here you can see it's echo mode. See, sport, normal, echo. So since we are on a break-in period, I left it in echo mode. Save mode, it's the same. This is the save mode for the SOC battery. So I turn it on again because we are in um, break-in period. All right. So AC, auto fan speed reduction during Bluetooth calls. So since the fan makes noise, so it gets reduced when you are calling. Internal circulation, so on off. You can see that. That's the normal one. I'm sorry. There you can see that. All right. Remote controlled AC running time, 10 minutes. So this one is actually when you remote control to turn on your car. So if you're not getting in, it will turn off in 10 minutes. AC mode, economic, comfortable. I want comfortable. I never used economic because I want cold car. Automatic purification. So here, yep. So again, that's the particular material. It will automatically purify the air inside the cabin. So that's the aircon setting. But if you want further aircon settings, you can press this, and this will bring up this one. All right. So there's on, auto, aircon, max aircon, dual aircon. When you use the dual aircon, it means that the driver side and the passenger side can choose a different um, temperature. So you can see the driver side can be low, and I can retain 19 for the driver side. The air, you can choose both of this one. You can choose the speed of the fan. You can actually use your three fingers, left and right, for the fan, as you can see, just like a phone. Three, and then up and down for the temperature. There you go. All right. Then the front defogger, the rear defogger, inside air circulation, outside air, then fan only. One of my favorites here is that the vent heating here, or vent cooling. So this is the heating and this is the cooling. So this is the fan, which I really love. You'll feel the air um, in your butt area and in your back. So I think this is very helpful during summer, especially here in the Philippines. There. Air purification. So it's 8, 7. So it's 2.5, should be 2.5. So it's purifying now. You can actually manually purify. So you can click this purify. It will blast the air here, and then for I think 2-3 minutes it will automatically turn off. There. Then setting. All right. Go back to setting. So again here, you can actually change this. Initially, this was on a heating mode. Since I'm not in a cold climate area, you can hold it and change it to cooling. So you can just press it, and seat cooling will be on. So you can also click on the cooling for the um, passenger. All right, going back to the settings. So that's for AC. For seats, vent heating, as mentioned, that's the setting a while ago. Locks, auto power on. So this one, when you unlock and go in, it will power on automatically. Auto power off. When you go out and lock your remote, it will auto power off. Trunk opening height. So you can actually change it on a variable percentage. Press and hold key FOB lock to close windows. Haven't actually tried that. Press and hold key FOB to unlock and open windows. I haven't actually tried that too. Maybe here. Let's try. It's not working. What's FOB? Yeah, never mind. Auto window closing after locking. Press and hold handle switch to, press and hold handle switch to lock and close windows. Press and hold handle switch to unlock and open windows. Auto close windows in rain. I turn it off because when there are times that I was just vaping. Auto lock while driving on. Right. Notification. Right. Broadcast, meaning um the ones making sound or saying that your car has to do something. So, or the alerts, basically, the intelligent broadcast. So alert. I turn on the alert when seatbelt unfastened. But I think this one is when the seatbelt is fastened already and it gets unfastened, but it doesn't take away the alerts when you are moving and you're still not on a seatbelt, and etc. etc. Low fuel, not detected. Turning on night light. FOB battery is low. Vehicles not shifted to P, etc. etc. Have a sound source. Okay, I'm not sure what does it Media volume decreases when navigating. I don't like that. All right. Lastly, okay, maintenance interval. So 190 days. So I set this to 5 months because that's the first PMS of the car, the preventive maintenance service of the car, or 5,000 kilometers. So whichever comes first. So I said that. Some say that when you reach this and you forgot to go to your BYD dealership, the car will stop, um, basically stop responding. So some say you can turn this off, but me, I just turn it on for basically a reminder for me, right? So yeah, I'll just check this. Overhaul, front wiper check. So you can turn this on if you want to clean the car or you want to change the wiper blade, because since the hood of the car is actually um intervenes, I guess, when you try to pull the wiper arm, you have to make this turn on and oh sorry, turn off the wiper. Gosh. Okay, it's automatic. It's on automatic. So turn off there. So it's turned off now. There. This is what it will do. So now you can pull it forward now to clean it or to change this one. Right. All right. So turning it back to automatic. Okay. EPB trailer mode. So when you're towing and etc. So vehicle info. So just check if your car is good. Right. So that's it for the infotainment settings. So just for navigation, so like a phone and again like a tablet, the apps are there. Usually Android Auto is automatic when you put your car here in a charger, the wireless charger, and your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi is on. Apple CarPlay, phone radio, vehicle image, that's the camera, themes, tools. Spotify is installed already since this is the latest version, and yeah, charging as well, etc. etc. Ways, and this one is actually new also in the karaoke and the browser. All right, I think that's it for Southside Riders. Thank you for tuning in. No bike ride today, so just got the new ride. So we'll stick with this. Thank you for sticking in. Good luck.